I'm sitting up in the day room. I sit up in the day room, I'm drinking Everclear from a water bottle, 100 proof Everclear. And say, man, I'm sitting there, I'm watching Indiana Pacers and the Chicago Bulls, watching the fight. Watching the game. Man, the dude, he wasn't the one that stabbed me. It was one of his partners. When he ran across me, he didn't stab me, he cut me.
Prison Stories 101. Man, we're back with another one, man, a special occasion in which, we have Lil Terrell in the building.
Yeah.
Lil Ter, if you don't mind, introduce yourself. Let them know how much time you served.
Yeah, I did 21 years flat. You know what I'm saying? But I have previously did time before then. So all together it's been like 30 years, but 21 years flat, man. That didn't define me. You know what I'm saying? But made me understand the fact that what I need to do with myself. You know what I'm saying? And seek a refuge that's real, man, and that's the good Lord, man. And that's what I had to do, find, who he was, because I had identity crisis, and to go through that as a youth, man, you're gonna take yourself through a lot of trials and tribulations. We're gonna place obstacles in front of us where we got to cross our own obstacles. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they call a fool, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been. I've been a fool because I've been chasing the wind all my life, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know the wind gonna pass you by, you can't grab hold to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been chasing an illusion.
Man, that's...
You know what I'm saying? I ain't been the person that I thought I was, because like I said, I had an identity crisis. So I had to go through the trial, the tribulation, through the fire to be able to understand, hey man, you gotta go through this here in order for me to give back. You gotta go through something for you to give back.
Yeah.
So I had to go through this here and let, show God a miracle. Not my miracle, his miracle. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So he gets the glory for the things I've been through and learned.
So overall, total, man, 31 years. And I want to set the precedent because, you're the first person that actually was looking at previous prison stories that have been done on the platform and reached out. You're the first person I had to actually reach out and say, hey, I see what you're doing. I want to be able to come on there and tell my story.
Yes.
So I first and foremost want to say thank you for even taking the courage of saying, let me call a number, let me see what's up. And that just let the fans know, like, no, you can reach out. There are numbers to call, to get me, to be able to do these prison stories. And we'd like to get more of you. And I know we're about to have a conversation. Since it is your first time on this platform, I'd like to do a little backstory.
Yes, sir.
I like to wonder, I like to ask the questions of the who, what, when, why, and where, like what happened.
Yes, sir.
So as we get into it, because you, of course, served time and you did 21, then, of course, overall 31, can you speak on what was the crime that got you?
I had an aggravated robbery, you know what I'm saying, and where a person got his throat cut, and I did 5 years for that. I come home and I catch a murder case, you know what I'm saying, in 95. So I went back, so I was out 75 days. I went right back, you know what I'm saying, into the institution, and that's why I found, you know what I'm saying, life don't wait on nobody. It don't wait on nobody. And I say that to say this here, because you can do time, but while you doing time, I lost my mother, I lost my grandmother, I lost my brother, I lost a lot of family that that I thought were gonna be there when I got home, but they wasn't there. And it let me know that, hey, time don't wait on nobody, man. So with the choices that we make, they got to be right and real. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, man, it's like this here. In the course of me going through and losing that, I know God's still word is still significant. And he showed me, because I could have been lost mentally, because I was broken, I was hurt. They say a man ain't supposed to cry. I cried out to him. Because this pain that, that I got to bear by myself, ain't nobody that'll come for me. Ain't nobody that'll say, Wayne's gonna be okay. Only thing, the man walked by into my cell and said, hey, man, you know Linda K died? I said, yes, sir. Well, she died this morning. And he walked off. So I got to endure this here. The next 6 months, my brother, my grandmama, my brother, I got to endure all this here. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I know I'm a soldier for him. Because he said, man, you know, I ain't going to put too much on you, you can't bear. But losing your mama, you know it's always going to be a void here. And then especially when you got expectation in people, and I had my expectation in my family, meaning that, you understand me, I only set myself up for failure. And what I mean by that, you know what I'm saying, when they used to tell me, well, we're going to sing you something, we're going to do this, I only to find myself in commissary line, looked at and get laughed at. Because I had expectation. I started doing my homework. And my homework, you understand me, what God say, I'm not going to leave you, I'm not going to forsake you. I'm the only one seeing that. So why you looking at him? So why you mad at him? You need to be mad at yourself because, boom, I don't want to see that. So I had to forgive them in myself and move forward mentally. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, like I said, man, you can have peace through the storm. It's just called who you running with. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't run, you know, I had my, you know, ups and downs and this and this and this at the same time, man. You know what? So, man, I can find out who I am, man. Because I was tired of having an identity in Christ. I was tired of leaving, you know, I didn't even know my kids. Somebody else raising them. Because they didn't know who I was.
How many kids you have?
I got 6. I got 6, man, you know. And at the same time, man, you know, it's like now when I came home, they don't know me and I don't know them. So we bump heads, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I wasn't there for them, you know? And it's okay because you know what? One thing about it, man, if I'd have bought you some Jordans, you don't understand me, you'd outgrow with them. I'm going to teach you how to live. Because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know, and at the same time, man, you know, I'm just here, you understand me, on this platform to give, you know, thanks to God, man. You know what I'm saying? What he done brought me through, man.
First and foremost.
You know what I'm saying? Because he said, who much is given, who much is required. So I'm definitely got to give back because you understand me, my life ain't going to be right if I don't give back.
So we just spoke on the what, and I'm going to come back to that, but let's talk about the when. When did you go in? What year? When did you get
I went in on the 21 stretch.
Yeah, on the 20, yeah, both stretches.
Okay, well, I went in 88. You know what I'm saying? I went in 88. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it went in 88. My number was 483502. That was my TDC number, 483502. You know, so that's what it is. Then my last number, 579240. That's what, you know.
From 88 to when you
88 to 94.
To 94.
Yeah.
And then you did...
Then I come home, 75 days, boom. I catch the murder case, boom, I leave. You know what I'm saying? I do 21 years. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, I came home with the same mentality that I lived with for prison because I didn't work on me. I was part of the rec yard. I was part of the dominoes. I was part of the, you know, the TVs. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't part of Wayne. I wasn't part of Lil Terrell. You know what I'm saying? The development that I need. You know, define, you understand me? Define what a man is, what a man do. See, I wasn't doing it. So when I went back this time, God said, you know what? I'm going to sit you down. I'm going to sit you down, let you see, you understand me, you know, what this really is about. Because I'm sparing you. You know, it ain't that, you understand me? Because I got rocks to cry out for me, you know? But I'm sparing you, you understand me, to give back.
Come on.
You know? So boom, say, man, when I went and started doing time, man, you know, 95, I started understanding, man. I went to church, it was 2012. And like I said, I'm in 95, and I didn't get this message to 2012.
2012. You were out in 2016, so just 4 years before you got out.
You feel me? And I went to church, and this man said, he kept on saying, you need to change your mindset. He kept on saying it. You know, he said, you need to change your mindset. Man, it dawned on me, because it put a stain on my brain. And I started meditating it, you know what I'm saying? It started to become part of me, change your mindset. I started doing things positive. Then I find myself, you understand me? Say, man, finding the good Lord, man, like I told you, I was sold out. That's why you understand me. I can speak on it when it's real and when it's not. He's real, it's real. You know.
So as we got the time frame, how old were you when you first went in? With the
17.
17. All right. When it comes to where you serve, if you can remember the units that you served in, just to let us know what you went through.
I was on Huckleberry. When I started out, it was on this is where all black men go when they're 18, 17 years old. You start out at Huckleberry Sycamore. Then you mess up, then you start going to Clemson. Then you start going to Ferguson. Then that's what you really gonna go to Huckleberry Sycamore, you know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna start emerging when you start messing up. So I went to Clemens unit. You know, in 1990, 91 is where I was at, Clemens unit. And it's called Burning Hell, man.
Burning Hell.
You know what I'm saying? I was on.
Why do they call it Burning Hell? Do you know?
Because it's hot as hell. You're out till 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, working. You know what I'm saying? You're doing something. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we ain't got no windows. It's everybody fight. You know what I'm saying? It's called the rooftop up there where everybody fight. You know what I'm saying? On Friday night, it's called Friday Night Fights. And
Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Fights. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? On the rooftop. You know, and a lot go on, man, where you're gonna be battle tested. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you know. But at the same time, man, you know, by me doing time there, it really shaped me and molded me, man. You know, who I was and who I am as a man. Yeah. You know. But that's why I started at.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. When it goes down to the who was affected by you going to prison? Like, who did you leave behind at the time? The first time and the second time?
My mother. That's who was affected. Because that's the only genuine love we have.
Yeah. Pops wasn't around?
No, he wasn't around. He wasn't around.
At that time, you didn't have any kids or anything?
No, I didn't have no kids at the time.
Okay. If you don't mind, going back to the aggravated robbery. You said a man got his throat cut. Can you speak on what that incident was? What was what took place? Like, what was the
Yeah,
news?
I was with my uncle, you know, one of my family members, and I'm young, I'm 13 years old, 14 years old, you know what I'm saying? Just been running with him. You know, been running when he been showing me some things and this and that. But when I got older, we started doing crime together. And he took me over to this man's house one day, you understand me? I didn't know it was gonna go down like this here, but I just got to be ready and prepared because I don't know what's happening. You know, I'm young, naive, you know. And it was two of us, my uncle and somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So boom. And all I seen a knife come out and grab the man's neck, cut his throat. I didn't even know how to drive the truck, but I ran out the house, which was a stick shift, and jumped in. They jumped in the back, but we went on. But we got caught. I'm telling you, not that day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just a message, you understand me, of that. And
you were a child at this time?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding what you're facing when you get caught? Are you understand what it looked like? Or
no, I didn't. No, I didn't. But you know, when you're running up out the house, you're not paying attention, you're not doing what your mama say, this is what come up on you. This type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you bring it on yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. All right, so during that time, you go through trial.
Yeah.
How much time they give you for that?
They gave me 10-year probation. Judificated probation.
Yeah, okay.
They gave me judificated probation where then now, if I mess up any time, it can be for, you know, anything. They're going to give me the license. They can give it to me. It's called judificated. So boom, I messed up. It wasn't number a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? A couple of weeks, you understand me? So boom, I end up getting in trouble. That's when I landed, you know what I'm saying, on Huckleberry Sycamore.
Man. And then it kind of speaks for itself. You do the time, you know, they send you up. Where'd you serve during that? Well, actually, before we even get to the 88, 94, I want to fast forward to the murder charge. You out 75 days.
Yeah.
What takes place to where you're even involved?
I had an addiction. And addiction that I didn't even know, because I was still having a child mind.
What were you addicted to?
I was addicted to crack. I was addicted, to a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Just so many things I was addicted to. Because like I said,
chasing the high.
Chasing the wind.
Yeah.
Chasing the wind.
Chasing the wind.
Yeah, I wasn't chasing the high, I was chasing the wind. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't grab hold to it. You feel what I'm saying? And I was wrong for this. I can sit here and tell you I was wrong for me inflicting this pain on this man. Because I was high, wanted some more, making up stories that, he did something to me, And when I did it, it already got to my mother. So when I come home, she's sitting in the chair. She said, "What you done? I'm still up on this lie." He pulled a gun on me. That's what I lied to her, but she already know. You know what I'm saying? And a situation happened where then now, hey man, I was addicted and I was wrong.
Yeah. The last thing we try to speak on is the why, meaning for the first time armed robbery, you're with your uncle, y'all out committing crimes, you just outside, you just leave the door and, obviously he's influencing you.
Yeah.
And the second time you just meant to, you spoke to addiction. When you look at both these times and you ask yourself how, like the why am I having to spend 31 years of my life behind bars? What would you equate that to? Like, is it the lack of a father? Is it trying to impress your uncle? Was it for money? What was it? What was it?
It was for, like you said, when you ask yourself why, because you don't know why. You don't even know why you're doing this.
That's the hardest.
That's the hardest.
That's the hardest part.
You feel me? But when you go through something in life, it'll come back to you. Well, God had his hands in it to shape you and mold you who you are today. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, and when you said you ask yourself why, you lost. You don't know who you is. You have an identity crisis. We say things, but we don't live by them. You know what I'm saying? You say you're a man, but you're not doing manly things. You know what I'm saying? And I was a boy. Didn't understand that I was taking on a road that's gonna have to become a man. Because the things I'm doing out here in the streets with no father. But I had the best mother in the world. But she can only go so far and reach a man until he started doing his own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is both these charges were caught in Terrell, Texas?
Yes.
Hence the name Lil Ter.
Yes.
Man, yeah. It's a small town, man.
Yeah.
Probably a number of trouble to get into if you ain't on the right side of the track.
Yeah. Yes. It's something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with that being said, I want to go back to the first incident as far as standing trial for that.
Yeah.
Did you understand what was happening during the trial process as far as what you were going through and what you were looking at with the aggravated robbery?
Let me show you something. The judge, when I went back and got, the judge gave me 10 years. And I was in the county jail. And I was already fit to sign the papers. But anyway, they put a white guy in the cell with us. And he didn't supposed to be in there. He's for the feds, so they ain't supposed to mix us up. And I had a friend, that's slept on the floor. And I told him, I said, well, you ain't got to sleep on the floor. I didn't really know who was in the cell, but it was a guy named Big John out of Tyler, Texas. And I didn't know he was that big, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this just renegade stuff we got going on. And I went and told him, I said, you got to come up out the cell, call my partner. So he come out the cell, man. He wanted to fight too. So we started fighting. And he hit his eye on the table and lost his eye. And by him being in the feds, don't supposed to be there with us, Now they got to do something to rectify this situation.
Right.
Man, the judge, they sent me to court for this incident. I already got 10 years for the sign for and go on. But he done took that off the table. He said, you know what you're facing? I said, no, sir. He said, well, you know what didn't happen, situation is, what I'm saying. Man, they ended up giving me 35 years for that fight. They gave me 35 years. And when it was open court, open plea. So when I went up to the front of the judge said, man, today is your lucky day. I'm thinking I'm finna go home or something, you know what I'm saying? Right. And put the 10 back on the table. He gave me 35 years. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to give me a life sentence, but he gave me 35 years. Yeah. This is how,
That's what he called a lucky day.
That's what he called me a lucky day, man. You know what I'm saying? And just one thing at a time that when you put yourself in a position you don't even know, even down there. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen dudes have 5 years and get caught with a phone and come up with 40.
All right, well, let's do it like this then, because, again, I want people to remember your age.
Yeah.
You're 17 going into the situation. Basically a kid going into a grown man's world. Through your intake, what's the first unit you land on?
Huntsville. Go Huntsville. Then you go to Go Reed. They didn't have no gurney unit and all that when I went to the penitentiary. Yeah, they had Huntsville, Go Reed, and like that. That's where you go.
Did anybody prepare you mentally for what were you about to face?
Yeah, you know what? You have people that talk to you, but it's the fear of the unknown. You don't be scared, but it's the fear of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Because we all street. We all come from the streets. You know what I'm saying? But it can't be on you. Got to be in you, man. It's two different things. It got to be in you, man, not on you, man. Because you're gonna survive with this in you, man.
Yeah. With you being that young, immediately were you tested? Like off the rip, was it a test immediately, or did it take some?
Yes, man. I had a partner out of Terrell named Ronnie Davis. He been there. He killed the police when in Terrell. And when I hit the unit, he already there. But they got codes that they go by. They ain't finna save nobody. You know what I'm saying? They ain't your mama, they ain't your daddy. They ain't finna save you. But he gonna put you in a test where then now you gonna stand up, or you understand me, you gonna be somebody, whatever. But anyway, you understand me, I hit the unit and I was working in the kitchen. And I leave my tennis shoes, you understand me, in my cell. He had someone to go steal my tennis shoes just to see if I was gonna fight him. Oh. So when I come back from work from the kitchen, I said, man, somebody broke in my cell. And guess what? The dude that was stealing, they were just trying to figure out what he steal, because that's something that you don't do in prison.
Yeah.
The whole, because you got the open season, everybody gonna get you. But they just trying to figure out, is he gonna do it? So he stole my tennis shoe. So I come to him, everybody back there, I tell him, man, somebody got my tennis shoe. He said, man, I know who got them. And he told me. I went in there and, I went and do what I was supposed to do. And I look up, everybody getting him because he been stealing. But y'all, you gonna get tested. You know what I'm saying?
Oof. Understandable. All right. Let's just jump right into it, man. Now that we got everything out the way, man, this is Prison Stories 101, to where 31 years and from 88 to 2016, you probably seen some stuff that we can't even comprehend as people in the free world. But there's a couple things I definitely want to speak on and kind of get an idea of. The first thing, because, you being a black man,
yeah.
I do want to speak on from 88, we saw the height of the Crips and Bloods. The movie Colors come out 88, 89, 90, 91. Gang banging in Little Rock, 92 is the height. How did that look as far as you going in at 88? Were you part of any gangs, and what were the Bloods, Crips like upon, their rise?
Well, when I went to prison, it wasn't no Crips and Bloods. Right. You know what I'm saying? In 88. You know what I'm saying? They didn't emerge probably about 92, 93. You know what I'm saying? And you had MWs, you had Black Panther Party, you had Muslims, you know what I'm saying? But we had unity though, you know what I'm saying? But when the Crips and Blood emerged, you know, it was new to me, you know what I'm saying? This code of conduct, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, because when I went, you know, you had older guys, you understand, they're gonna make you go to school. You gonna go to school, they're gonna try to get you to go home. It wasn't about, you know what I'm saying, we fighting each other. It wasn't about that. It was about, you know, getting each other to go home, and it's, you know, that's when I came. But it had changed, you know.
What were they on? The Bloods, the Crips, were there leaders? Was it still gang hierarchy on the inside?
When I say well, to me, you know, my just opinion, it's just a group that, man, you know, likes to fight. You know what I'm saying? Likes to fight.
Get out there.
You know, they likes to fight, you know what I'm saying? But you know, what's to that though? You know what I'm saying? What is to that? You know what I'm saying? Because they, like I say, man, when I first was introduced to it, my partner was telling me it was brothers that led out of darkness.
Yeah.
That's what he told me it was about. You know what I'm saying? Then he told me what the Crips was about. He said community revolution and progress. That's when I first, you know, came to
those are positive acronyms.
Yeah, that's what I came into the knowledge
Black
of.
community, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And but I guess, you know what I'm saying, you know, they see it different, you know what I'm saying? But I don't understand it now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Were the you know, because gang signs and things like that, something that, you know, probably the COs and the warden never seen before, these gang signs and, you know, the way they were moving. Were they worried about the Crips and Blood problem, the warden, the COs?
No, while I was in the incident one time, man, that Crips and Blood got into it, I was on Telfer unit in 95, and Mother's Day was the next day, that Sunday, but it happened at Saturday outside. So everybody started shooting gas, everybody on the ground and this and that. So boom, but it was Mother's Day. This let me know how do they feel about it, you know. And so the warden came out there, called everybody to the multi-purpose room and told everybody, he said, man, tomorrow's Mother's Day. I'm gonna let y'all up. So that let me know what he think about this right here. It's a joke to him. Now, if that had been Tongo and TS, we'd have been on 90-day lockdown, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is different than playing games and standing on something, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they view that thing out there, man.
They view them just like, oh, they just gonna fight, play, they're gonna wrestle and
yeah. You understand me? But when the Spanish get into it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
The Tongo Blast.
Yeah.
You actually went in before the Tongo Blast existed. I heard that they started kind of early 90s.
Yeah.
What, like, and mind you, now they're known as one of the most infamous gangs in prison as far as with the most unity.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? What was the Mexican situation like prior to the Tongo Blast, or, you know, back in 88, 89?
Okay, when I went, it was all about families. You know, you had Mexican Mafia, you had CS, you had Pestilence, you had RU, you had, you had families, Avon Brotherhood, Avon Circle. You know, it wasn't about, you know, it wasn't Tongo Blast. But the thing about when Tongo Blast came up, you know what I'm saying, it was about they protecting themselves from the older Hispanic guys because they was taking advantage of them.
Oh.
So that's how they emerged.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because they was being taken advantage of.
So the young Mexicans would come in from the older Spanish guys and they would just immediately attack.
Yeah, you know, because they make them out of prospects or they make them out of, you know what I'm saying, what they gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they had to, you know, they come up with a solution where then we're going to stop this here, man, because you understand me, hey. And that's how they came up, that's how they emerged, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
As of now, they look like their most unified unit. Is it a situation where, from what you saw, the Mexicans will all come together, the Hispanics will all come together? If anything goes down, is they all going? There's no, like Crips, Bloods. You know, no,
they gonna ride for each other.
Okay, yeah,
they're gonna ride for each other. You know, I think it's more unity now than it was when you know what I'm saying, because they were just now merging. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got some people that probably got some head together, you know what I'm saying, and realize, man, it's for the culture, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real. Now, you were speaking to me off camera, man. You said, there was a story in which you seen a man lose his head.
Yes.
In prison. Please.
It was 2001. I was on Beto unit, man, and a guy, you understand me, made a deal with one of his partners, man, out of Detroit, and which dude called Detroit, man. He stand on good faith, but he had a partner, man, that didn't stand on that, man. And dude gave him $20, man, to go get him something. And but he gave it to his partner. But his partner never did, return what he's supposed to return. And man, a couple of days later, man, man, we up in the chow hall, we get ready to go to chow, man. And a dude, working Metafab, man, not Metafab, working a steel plant, man, and he had a knife, man, that he made a hook out of. And say, man, when I say, man, he grabbed his head and cut his whole head off, man, couldn't, hook you, and killed him, man, But I witnessed that, to see somebody, get the whole head cut off, man. That let me know how serious it is, It can get serious.
Yeah. What do you do as far as witnessing it? Like what's how many people is watching this and what can,
Well, you're in the chow hall. You got over 600 people, 300 people in the chow hall. You know what I'm saying? You got to mind your business. Cause it ain't your business. You know what I'm saying? We me versus me. You know what I'm saying? It's you in here. You're in another world. So when you see things, it's not your, you got to go on, man. Cause it could have been you, man. You put yourself in that position, or somebody, you have to do that to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's either or.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now you had mentioned you had opened up Teffer unit.
Yes.
That was back in 95.
Yes.
How does that work? Like they're going to open up a new prison?
Well, in 95, man, when you opened Teffer, it was brand new, man. And everybody from close custody on every unit, from Clemens unit, from Ferguson, from Beto, from Michael, from Cofield, Robinson, we opened it up. I mean, everybody from G5 got to open this unit up. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? When we go in front of the ward, you got to have some jobs and stuff. We all close custody, so we gave everybody opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, it's territory, man. Everywhere we go, man.
Explain that too, as far as for those who may not know what closed custody is and what
closed custody,
G5
like,
is.
What I'm saying? You got medium custody, you got red population, and you got medium custody, and you got closed custody. You know what I'm saying? With your G5. You know what I'm saying? But he had, like I say, it's like when you break down the levels where you get in trouble. Medium custody first, you understand me? They give you a chance to come back up. But if you catch a case, you go back to closed custody. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it go.
Yeah. Oh. All right, now, there was a situation in which you almost lost your life. You got stabbed in the neck.
Yeah.
And if you could show just a little bit of
right here.
Yeah. Let me.
Yeah.
What was that situation? Because again, there's possibly without God, you wouldn't even be here.
Say, man,
let it be 2 inches to the left, 2 inches to the right.
Say, man, let me tell you something, man. Like I said, I was on Tailfoot, and I got shipped to Hughes unit, and I met a dude, man, out of Greenville, Texas, and named Bobby Grant, and say, man, and by me being gone so long, and by him out of Greenville, he be in Terrell all the time. So I clinched to him because he was telling me what's going on, down through the years. Yeah. But at the same time, I didn't know that he'd been whole before. I ain't talking about penetrated, but nigga done took his tennis shoe. You know what I'm saying? So if you take your tennis shoe, then you really understand me, ain't standing on nothing. But I ain't know that because he had me in the blind. You know what I'm saying? And people ain't, telling me, man, watch out for the sucker, man. You know what I'm saying? But boom, I get, so boom, we talking, you understand me, my partner, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, he get into with a Spanish dude in the day room. Mind me, you understand me, they all, I just come off of chair, we don't do no talking. You know what I'm saying? We don't do no talking, it's business. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, him and the Mexican getting into it, they stand up in the day room. And I got up, because this is my partner. I ain't worried about the Mexican. I need to talk to him about why illegal's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, we ain't saving nobody. Don't save nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I asked him, I said, man, what you got going on, man? And say, man, by me talking to him, the Mexican tell me, hey, stay out of his business. So like I said, I don't do no talking, so you understand me, or we get at it. You know what I'm saying? We get at it. And say, man, I'm mad, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? I'm sitting here. It was like a week later. I'm sitting up in the day room. I sit up in the day room, I'm drinking Everclear from a water bottle, 100 proof Everclear. And say, man, I'm sitting there, I'm watching Indiana Pacers and the Chicago Bulls, watching them fight. Watching the game. Man, the dude, he wasn't the one that stabbed me. It was one of his partners. When he ran across me, he didn't stab me, he cut me. When he cut me, he hit me with a box cutter. But I always was told.
He came from behind you, or?
He came from behind me, he hit me right here.
So you watching the game, you watching the Pacers?
I'm watching the game. You know what I'm saying? But I'm drinking the Everclear full of it. You know what I'm saying? Then he brought me water. I done bought a $20 water bottle full of Everclear. You know what I'm saying? Drinking it. And say, man, when he hit me, I always was told from a dude out of West Dallas, man. You understand me? And they called him Big Al, Alvin Davis, out of West Dallas. He used to teach us how to fight, how to box when I went to Clemens Unit. Old school nigga. You know what I'm saying? I always teach us how to box. So he told me, he said, never run from a knife, man. You gotta run to it to get it. And that just stunned on me. But I'm thinking, I'm not hurt that bad because he didn't stab me. He cut me. So I didn't know it was open like this here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get up, and when I get up, I'm coming toward him. And so he started bagging up and let me know, you understand me, it's not in his heart. They done sent it. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm bagging him, I'm cutting, I'm telling him, I'm bleeding, man. I didn't know I'm hitting this hard, but at the same time, I gotta get this. Well, anyway, man, a dude named Ray out of South Dallas, man, and a dude out of Odessa, Texas named Strag, they telling me, draw him to me. So I'm coming to him. Say, man, when I get to him, matter of fact, he got the knife in his hand. Say, when Ray hit him, dropped him. I got to get that knife. Say, man, you know what, man? I'm talking about I stabbed him 8 times. I cut my jugular vein. The little vein right here, man. I cut my hand. But anyway, man, when I got up, I'm cut up. I ain't think I'm hit like this here though. But I tell my partner, don't call these people, man. But they coming anyway. You know what I'm saying? And cause the chaos. See, man, I grab a shower towel. I run up in my cell and I put it around my neck. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna go to no hospital, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm finna go. Man, I ain't got no commissary. I ain't got this. So I lock myself down. Said, man, you might well come up out of there, cause I got to let these people know, man, what's going on with you, man. This is my partner. You know what I'm saying? Cause he said, you need to die in here. But I ain't think I'm hit that hard, man. Man, I go to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? And when I go up and there's a black woman in there, and she don't even know me, but she said, man, do you believe in God? I said, yes, ma'am. She wouldn't even look at me. She was looking out the window. She said, do you believe in God? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, boy, God saved you today. She said, man, I had 65 stitches right there. And it was that close from my jugular vein, man.
Oh.
So I knew I was special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he saved me, man.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be here, man.
Hey, man, say,
1
man.
inch to the left, 1 inch to the right.
Say just a little bit more.
Damn.
I wouldn't be talking to you, man.
Oh, man. Oh, was that your last altercation?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm like, that would have to kind of set in.
Yeah. But then I started putting in work then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I started, cause something, when you done, been through so much in life, man, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, you ain't got nobody to come home to that's real, but you thinking it's real, but they already showed you when you were down there. Mama gone. So it's about, you know what I'm saying, surviving and something. Yeah. It ain't about striving no more, it's about surviving, man. And like I said, man, You know, what it is, man.
I have to ask. You know, they say on the channel that we need to ask the real questions, man. The get in and personal. Did you ever have to take a life? Come close to taking a life. I heard you stabbed the man 8 times.
In prison?
In prison.
No.
Okay.
No, I never had to take one. And
okay. Now, prison, as we know, is known for what we consider just predators. 88, they said it was a thing back in the day to where the word booty bandits was prevalent before they put that rat on the wall where you could go tell us, hey, I'm getting, you know. So you come from an era to where possibly going 70s, going into the 80s, to where men didn't worry about asking.
Yeah.
They was taking, was that true back in the 80s? Was that, as you were coming in, was that something that actually existed?
Yeah. You know, you had units that you know, you had to prey on you. You know what I'm saying? But I think it already be, you know what I'm saying, in you, man, to resist. You know, when you don't resist the things that, you understand me, or go against a man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you'll die for what, you know what I'm saying, you stand for, man. You know, and that's what I believe in. You know, that's what I have never been approached that way and nothing like that, man. Because you know, real recognize real, and it's real, man. You know, they, you know, I met a dude named out of Houston, man, and on down the line, his name was Gray. They called him Link Eye. Link Eye. And you know, we used to go out there because he used to you know, run the basketball and stuff like this. But I met him on down through the years, and they was telling me how he, you know what I'm saying, been there 50 years and how he used to do it. He used to have stories how he used to do, you know what I'm saying? And so it happened.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. A guy been in there 50 years.
Yeah.
That come from a time before.
Yeah. His name's Link Eye.
Did you ever witness a man getting violated? Did you ever see it? And if you do see it, is there anything you could do about it? Do you be like, all right, I got a mom, you know, that's, hey, shit.
No, man, you know, you got to mind your business, man. Your business is your business, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, man, you know, ain't nobody gonna ride for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really, I should ride for you, man. Because everybody can't stand pressure, man.
Yeah, I heard there were stories of, I've had people come on and tell stories where they had like even their cellmates with them, without their knowledge, delving into homosexual activities and catching them. And they gotta be like, hey, you act like you ain't, you have to act like you ain't seen it. And this your goddamn set. This your goddamn cellmate. You gotta work your way out that situation.
Say, man, you say, man, man, if that's the case, man, you understand, person's they gonna catch out themselves. They gonna kite themselves out. They don't even want to be in the cell with you. They don't even want to be in the cell with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about if you're real, when they come to the store, they already know. Hey, he ain't tolerating that. You ain't got to say nothing, man. Because it's certain people that you see that you know, hey, man, I can just feel that's a genuine person. Or you can say, man, I know you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I never, you know, experienced nobody, you know, coming to me or disrespecting me like that, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, I'm gonna do something to you, man.
Yeah, what was your workout regimen? Because again, you showed pictures of you back then, and you know you want nothing to play with. What was the mentality? What was the workout regimen? How swole were you trying to get?
Say, man, you know, I was just, you know what I'm saying, you know, that's when I started. When I told you, I started changing my mindset.
Yeah, that's
when I started working on me. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started working on me. You know what I'm saying? So I used to do, you know, man, I used to work out every day. I used to run in the morning. I used to, you know, burpees, everything, 5 sets of 5. I used to do it all, man. You know what I'm saying? And it become part of you, man.
Yeah, what's the mentality like? What are you just ready for war? You
gotta stay ready. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay ready. And then, like I said, man, you know, when you been through it, man, it's gonna get around, man, that hey, man, don't fuck with him, man. Because you're going to have people, you know, question who you is when you come to a new unit. Because it's going to be, you know it all over, man. It's going to be somebody that know you. From every unit, it's going to be somebody that know you, man. Because we travels. We travels. You know what I'm saying? Word travels. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna be known. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just,
Gotta be. Now, one thing that, of course, every man gets in a prison, they always wonder, like, does a man find religion in it, and does he immediately affiliate himself with the Nation of Islam, go to the Muslim culture? Did you ever touch the Muslim side of things?
yes, I did.
How long were you part of it?
About 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
And what got you in it, and what got you out so quick?
Well. First, you got me with Ramadan.
Oh, yeah.
They were going to eat at night and this and that. And I started, putting my name on the list to go to this here. So I, called myself converting to that. You know what I'm saying? And man, the story, man, I wrote my mom and told her, man, I said, man, I have became a Muslim. And she said, write me back when you find Jesus again. Yeah.
Damn, write me back when you find Jesus again.
Yeah.
So you told her you was Muslim.
Yeah, I wrote and told her I done changed, I done converted to Islam.
So I'm gonna write you back in a month.
Yeah, so move. You know what I'm saying? So, it just wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that, man, they dialogue wasn't for me.
Dialogue, what they were speaking on.
Yeah,
Was their brotherhood big? Was it a huge brotherhood?
Oh yeah. Some is in it for real, and some in it for protection. Some in it for take. Cause you can go to plantation and tell them you're a Muslim, you ain't got to fight. They're gonna protect you. So you got white Muslims, all this here, man. And I ain't saying that's not. But in prison, when I went to prison, it wasn't white Muslim in '88 all the way to young me to 93 or 4. You know what I'm saying? 95. You know what I'm saying? But now they merge. You know what I'm saying? Because it's for protection.
Yeah.
It ain't for the culture.
What was the Aryan Nation, the Aryan Brotherhood like back then? Was the racism real? And how real was it? Did it ever touch your shores?
Well, they fight each other.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they fight each other. They were Brotherhood, they were Circle. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole bunch of, but they fight each other. They didn't really fuck with us.
Is it a lot of white boys in prison?
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
They always say it's filled with black and Mexicans.
Well, not filled with black and Mexicans, but you know what I'm saying? Now you got white boys, you know what I'm saying? But they don't exist. I'm not,
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, your 6 children, were they all had after prison?
No, before prison. Okay. After prison.
Yeah.
You said what?
Were they all had after prison, after 2016 or?
No, before.
Okay, so how did, you were in prison, how are you having these kids?
Let me tell you something, man. I had Spud, he's 36, man. I had him, you understand me, when I got out, you know what I'm saying, in 88. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I went back, you know what I'm saying? And Tutu, that's when I got to 40 years. I showed you know what I'm saying? I had him, and the rest of my kids, you understand me, I had down through the years, Core and Rich, visits like.
Now you actually had to, wait, hold on, you visiting day, that's how you had them?
Yeah, I got one of my sons in prison, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we used to sneak,
Were you trying to have a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, hey, I'm trying to leave something behind.
Yeah, yes, sir,
Yeah, got to leave your mark on the world.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Now, you actually did time with your son. Your son actually, and mind you got to walk us through that because you weren't in your son's life.
No, sir.
And then he ends up in your same unit prison where you see your son. Walk us through that because how do you know he's coming? How do you see him? How does that happen?
Well, he never been in trouble before. But he was hanging with some guys that, you know what I'm saying, kin folks near him, and they did a robbery in Dallas. And people come behind them and because they were doing a carjack. But they followed him all the way to Forney, Texas. And when, they hit the car, flipped the car. That's how they get my son. He come out the front window. And he was still alive, but they left him there. And when they got him, man, They offered him 10 euros. They got him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm begging him. I'm writing him and telling him, man, take the 10 years because they got you. Because he tell me what the rundown. And man, he went
chose
to court.
fight it. Yeah, he chose. Oh man.
Say man, he listened to guys in the prison, man. I mean in jail. Man, he went to court, man. They gave him 40 years, man. They gave him 40. And 2027, he'll be in there 20 years. And we go visit, I go visit him and this and that, but we was on the same unit together.
Did you know he was coming to that unit?
No, he was already there.
He was already there.
I got transferred.
You got sent to the unit.
I got transferred over there, through a hardship. And put me on Beto with him. And man, I was in the child house and a guy came through. This how, because we look just alike.
Yeah, now you there.
We look just alike. So a guy come through, he said, man, don't me, be looking at you, man, you know what I'm saying? He said, but you look like somebody here, man. I said, man, Tutu. He said, man, that's your son, man. I said, yes, my son, man. And say, man, I went to talk to the warden. The warden, let us have a little talk, and he put us in the cell together.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real. So y'all, did y'all become sellers? Y'all just got a chance to talk together?
No, we became sellers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is a son that you haven't had a chance to spend life with.
No.
How was that experience to be able to learn your son in prison?
Say, man, let me tell you something, man. That's the most, that's the most painful experience that a man can see where his failure at.
In your face.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
To look at it.
That you know that you got to leave him here. Because I'm finna make parole. I mean, I made parole. But I don't even want to go home because I don't want to leave him here. Because I know what he got to go through. And it's hard.
Yeah. You showed me a picture of you just going to visit him just 3 months ago.
Yeah.
What is y'all relationship now?
And it's loyalty, man. Because loyalty ain't everything. It's the only thing. It ain't everything. It's the only thing. And I know that he gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in him. It's not on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And before I left, man, I told him, man, because he told me, man, go home. Because I wasn't gonna go home. I wanted to stay there with him.
That's great.
I didn't want to leave him no more like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he said, you can't do nothing for me in the room. He said, you can't do nothing for me, man, in the room. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got to stand 10 toes down, man. You know what I'm saying? For him. Because I carry him on my back, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's a hell of a thing, man, to know that, hey, man, when you locked up with your son, man, because you fell as a father. You had an identity crisis, man. You didn't know who you was, man. You chasing the wind. That's all coming into play.
An error in your ways. You get to see, you see the error in your ways.
Yes.
You get to look at it in the face.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
That's real. No, that's real.
But he doing good. He doing well. You know what I'm saying? He finna come home and like I said, man. But I tell any man, man, you don't want to face that, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to face it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. You know what I'm saying? But you know, man, that he's a man. You raised a man. I raised a man, man. He's a man, man. Yeah. I can honestly say that, man.
Man, Godspeed. Now, one of the hardest things that folks don't ever speak about when they go to prison is the loss of loved ones. And you lost everyone, seems.
Yeah.
Your mother, your father, grandma.
I lost my immediate family except one brother. And I talk to him every day. Every day, I called him every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm not taking it for granted no more.
Your mother is the one who put God in your life.
Yeah.
She's the one who tried to lead you to God and told you to make sure you follow his path, believe in him. You just mentioned it when we first started is that they came and gave you the information of your mom's news just by just telling you she passed and then walking off. Is that how it went down? Just for like, did you know she was sick? What?
Yeah, my mother came visit me on a Saturday, right? And she was telling me, because she always tell me, I ain't gonna be here when you get here. But we take that for granted though. Mama don't be saying that, you know what I'm saying? Because we not knowing the significance of her health. You know what I'm saying? Or what she feel. So we take things for granted. And she come visit me on a Saturday. She said, Wayne, she said, God showed me that you coming home. She said, you going home. And he showed me that. And she said, but I won't be here when you get here. The next Saturday, my mama passed at 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock that morning, she had passed. And how I know that, because my soul, I was sitting up in the, we made a celly named Cuba out of Fort Worth. I'm talking about sleep. It just something like it was just lightning, it stormed, boom. I woke up. It just seemed like something left me. I said, man, I tell my partner Cuba, I said, man, something ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying? But that was her soul leaving me, man. And the next morning at 7 o'clock, you had the people come down there and tell me, man, that my mother passed. Yeah.
What does that do to your mind, being able to not do nothing about it? They used to have furlough, let you go to funerals and things of that nature. I know they stopped doing that.
They haven't stopped it when I was there, okay. But they wouldn't allow me go because of my charge. I had to evade arrest and running from the laws. And so it's certain criteria that you allow you to go home. You know what I'm saying? But they won't let me go home.
How did you cope with that?
Man,
because you can't leave. You can't go nowhere.
Say, man, you have to find your refuge. You got to find your refuge in God, man. Yeah. You have to, because this is something that you haven't experienced, and it's something that, man, that, hey, man, this is your mama. This is your mama, man.
Brought you in the world.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to, man. I'm talking about. I had to find my willpower, man, in order to stay alive, man.
When it comes to your father, your grandparents, did it affect you the same way? Were they lost before or after?
Yes, because my grandmama stepped in when my mama left.
Yeah.
That's mama. She stepped in.
Yeah.
And when she stepped in, man, 6 months later, she passed. There it is again.
There it is again.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm facing these. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, God building me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how he was building me like this here, but he built me for the last, man. You know what I'm saying?
A question. Did you know your father?
I mean, he never been in my life. He was in the Army for 30 years. He was in the Army, man, and I used to have resentment toward him for the choices I made. And what I mean by that, because certain people don't deal with people that do wrong, because you don't have to do it. And he was one of them.
Right, yeah, rather not look at, rather not deal with it.
You know what I'm saying? He said, I might be your color, but I ain't your kind. I might be your color, but I ain't your kind. You know what I'm saying? And he loved me, but he don't like the things that I'm doing to bring shame on myself. Because it's something you ain't got to do. And so I had to resentment, like, he ain't there for me, he ain't been there, and this, and I had that. And man, let me tell you something, until I realized, man, I made my bed hard. I'm the one put them obstacles in front of me, man. And once I'm coming to the knowledge of that, then I start loving him more. Start loving it. You know what I'm saying? And we connected, but he passed on. He died on my mama's birthday.
Yeah, this is God does have a funny way of
say, man, I woke up that morning to celebrate my mother, and he died on my mother's birthday.
Man,
You know, and this is something that you got to say, Miss, hey, Miss, it's a hell of a process, man. It's how to, what I'm saying, it's a hell of a process, man.
It is a process.
It's a process, man.
It is a process. Now, you mentioned your mother, of course, wanting you to find God. You had tried Muslim, but you ended up finding God. Did you find God in prison, or did this come after?
Well, it was already instilled in me.
It's already instilled in you.
It's already instilled in me. I just had to find him because, once I found myself, you know what I'm saying, then there it is, you know what I'm saying? And I was sold out, man.
Sold out.
When I say sold out, man, I had a partner out of West Dallas named Derek Tubbs. And he did like 15 years, man, and sold out for Christ right to this day. Sold out. Soldier. And he came to Beto. He was on Cofield. He came to Beto. But I know his mother and this and this. But that shoe really just, man, let me know, man, I got to keep the sword. We was going to church one day and he stopped and asked me, where your sword at? Meaning your word.
Come on.
You going with me, you got to have this here. And it was constructive criticism. It was real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was real. And I never forgot that, man, you know what I'm saying? Because he put a stain on my brain that day, man, to, hey, man, you got to have the sword out here, man. Everywhere you go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Have you had read the Bible prior? Did you read the Bible front to back?
Yes.
How many times did you go through it?
Man, I was insane. And before I went insane, I had to read the Bible. I had to, because I was about to go crazy.
Did you ever come close to losing your mind?
Yes.
How close did you come?
Very close. I'm talking about, I met a guy named Sawaski out of H-Town. And when I was in SEG, I just had, got in there. And the walls had started closing in on me. Because I've been freedom. You know what I'm saying? It started closing in on me. Man, I started getting quiet. And a dude named Sawaski, man, told me, he said, man, don't go crazy over there. He said, you about to go crazy. Because, I didn't sit down. The man sent me a radio over there, man. And told me to start reading the word, man, exercise my mind, man. Because I was going to go crazy for real, man. I knew I was going to lose it, man.
A lot of people do.
Hey, man, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? But God sent him to me, man. Show me, man. Hey, man, get into me, man.
Get into me.
Get in me, man.
Let me ask you, did you ever see someone lose it? You ever see someone lose their mind in there?
Yeah, I seen him dude, he hung himself. His name James Lane, out of 3rd Ward. We was on Beto, and he hung himself. You know what I'm saying? All that.
You knew him beforehand?
Yeah.
Did you see the signs that he was?
No, that day I did, because he was trying to kill himself. He swallowed some bulbs.
He swallowed some bugs?
Light bulbs.
Light bulbs. He swallowed light bulbs.
Yeah, busted light bulbs, started swallowing them, so they had to rush him to the hospital. Well, he found out that he had HIV, and he didn't want to live. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if from in there, because he wasn't, that type of guy in there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where it came from, home, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, they put him on N-Wing. He hung himself, killed himself.
The easy way out. Man, I mean, HIV, that's he wanted to take, he chose his own way out.
Yeah,
man.
he killed himself. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. That's crazy. And to not even know how he got it, that's even more disturbing.
Yeah.
So man,
he killed himself.
Oh man, that'll do it. Now you served some time with some people, man. Can you name, just for those that might recognize names, can you name some people that you served time with?
Oh yeah. You got Jay. You got D-Lo. You got Joe White.
Shout out D-Lo. Yeah, for real.
You got Joe White. You got Sway Wade.
Oh.
You got SDJ. You got man. I mean, it's so many, man. I'm talking about that I did time with.
We had Bishop Eli up here. Back then, he went by Lil Eli.
Yeah.
You had to serve time with him too as well.
I was on Telford with him.
Telford, yeah.
Yeah, I was on Telford unit with him.
Man.
And he was a Muslim then. Yeah, he was practicing Islam then, you know what I'm saying? And he used to run with a guy named Naki D. You know what I'm saying? Darryl Wesley. And
I've talked to a few guys that some people are knockout artists.
Yeah.
Some people are, I've heard records of 30-0, 40-0, 50-0.
Yeah.
That they just, they get down. Does it go like that? Like there's some people that just.
I met a dude named Tyrone Cotton.
I heard of Tyrone.
I did time with him, and he had both his sons there. You had Lil Tyrone, and you had Udden out of Pleasant Grove. We was all on Telford together.
Yeah.
All three of them. You know what I'm saying? You had Govan, you know what I'm saying? You had a lot of them, man, Cedric Rose, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
these guys I did time with, you know what I'm saying? And Hacksaw, you had a lot of men that had names for themselves. Big Al, Alvin Davis, you had names, but you also had killers too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just wasn't fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Your tattoo game is a little crazy. Did you get tattoos while in prison?
Yeah, I'm covered.
Covered all through prison.
Yeah, I'm covered.
What was the go-to for tattoos? Did you mess with the essays? Did you do the blacks?
Yeah, all that shit renegade.
Yeah, it's just who else? However,
you just excited about getting some tattoos. That shit renegade, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all it is, though.
Yeah.
I paid a whole pack for my whole check. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, did you have anybody on the outside that was looking out for you on the inside? Why,
spurts. In spurts.
Okay, yeah. So it comes and
spurts,
goes.
You know what I'm saying? They might show up a year or two till I get a set off, and I get a set off, they gone. Yeah.
Did you ever have any hustles yourself? Like you ever?
Yeah.
What hustle did you?
What do you think? I should sell tobacco.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Or I sell ideas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I sell ideas. I remember one time
people would pay for ideas.
Yeah. I had a guy pay me for an idea.
Damn.
And he had 99 euros. And he had mentioned broad that he wanted to hold on to, but which he couldn't hold on to. So we had to come up with a plan. So, get something out of her before she re-chew.
So you didn't want to get that for free? You had to sell that.
Sir?
You didn't want to get that. You didn't want to get that for free?
Oh no.
Makes a little money off.
Yeah, because my partner told me, he said, man, you be telling folks how to do things, but you sitting here buying from them. One of my partners told me that. He said, man, you know how to tell people how to get money, but you sitting there turning around waiting till they do it and you buy it from them. He said, man, you start selling your ideas, man. So I started selling ideas, man. Hey. And I instantly came up to me one time, dude had 99, your name, dog head out of Houston, and he for the lose broad, due to the fact when she find out that he got all this time, you know what I'm saying, she gone. So I said to him, man, this is what I'm gonna do, man. We're gonna try to get 100 packs out this girl, man. So I'm gonna write you a FI1 that you going home in a month. But you gonna have to do the work, you understand, once I place this in your hand. And we won, man.
Come on.
We won.
So we won.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It feel better when you win.
Yeah.
It feel better
when ideas go through.
Yeah, when they go through. Yeah.
When they go through.
And
man.
you ain't selling dreams.
Yeah, it's real.
Nah, come on.
We surviving. You know what I'm saying? We ain't striving. We surviving in here.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Oh man. Man, with that being said, normally, we do these prison stories, we don't do it to celebrate prison. We don't do it to glorify. We do it to educate, man. We try to educate people on what they might expect if they're out here taking penitentiary chances. They might be out here about to commit a robbery. They might be addicted to something and might have to, lose their mind a little bit and go attack somebody. But for a lot of young dudes who ain't never touched foot in a jail cell, touched foot in prison, it's these stories that we got to tell them. So if you don't mind, Lil Ter, can you speak to the youth that you might see yourself in? If you could talk to the 15-year-old you, the 16-year-old you, what advice would you give yourself as far as to stay away from what you had to go through of spending 31 years of your life behind bars?
First of all, you got to respect your elders. You got to respect your mother and father. And understand the fact that it's just a journey you're going through. It's just a phase you're going through in life. But you're going to become a man. And you have to become an independent thinker, man. You have to think for you. Get yourself, you understand me, something to do positive, man. Get in some type of, something that, that's going to help you to develop as a man. And because like I said, man, the last person told me, let's go, I told you, I didn't come back home for 21 years later.
Say that again, because you said the last person that said, let's go.
The last person told me, let's go. I didn't come back home for 21 years later.
That just goes to show when that phone call come through, let's ride.
Say, you got to let it go, man.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And be for you, man, and be for your family, man.
It is interesting because the uncle that you was committing crimes with, how old was he?
Man, he was damn near like 40 something.
Yeah, so what do you say? Because you're a child following your uncle who you think got your best interest. He's looking out for you, or at least he's going to look out for you.
Well, when I growed up, when guys come home from prison, your uncles and them, they throw parties for them. You know what I'm saying? This is how the cycle started.
Yeah.
They throw parties. Man, what's called coming home? He coming home. So everybody get together and throw a party, not knowing he done broke in the whole neighborhood. He done, did this, he done did this here. But we looking at him as a hero. But really, man, he ain't breaking the cycle because what he's supposed to do is come home and say, hey, hold on, we not having no party. We finna talk to the kids. Because that's how I got drawn into this here.
Man. That's some of the realest stuff I've ever said, because that's exactly what we speak on when we say glorify and celebrate. That back then, there was an element of going to prison. You did your bid, you come home, we celebrated. You made it through.
So that's the cycle.
You beat the system.
You know what I'm saying?
And you ain't beat no
Everybody
system.
throwing a party, man, because he at home. But you done broke in the neighborhood, you done raped this woman over here, you done did this here, but you ain't said the kids while they say, hold on, I need to talk to them about why I was gone. You know what I'm saying? See, we got it messed up, man. And that's how I fell off into that as a youth. That's how I go, man. I'm here to break the cycle, man. Don't celebrate, man. I don't want to celebrate. I need some clarification, man.
Come on.
You feel me?
Come on, man.
Real talk, man.
Nah, with that being said, man, what we're doing now is we're just introducing the world to Lil Terrell, man. This is probably the first one of many, man, because again, for that much time you serve, I know there's a lot more stories. We're going to get to them, but right now it's just introduction, so I got to say it. First and foremost, I see, of course, I saw you have a TikTok. If you don't mind, for those that do want to follow you and follow maybe on TikTok, if you're on Facebook, can you tell them how to follow you and if they need to get more stories out of it? Because you've been spreading these stories already on your own social media.
Yes, Wayne Dot, man. I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok as Wayne Dot, man. You know what I'm saying?
Spell that out if you don't mind.
Sir?
Spell that.
WAYNEDYE, Wayne Dot, man. And man, I love, you know what I'm saying, sharpen each other's mind. I love, you understand me, listening, and I love giving, man. You know what I'm saying? So, tune in, man, because like I said, man, we standing on business. It's gonna be real, man. It's about real,
Well, with that being said, man, Wayne, I appreciate you, man. Lil Terrell. This is Prison Stories 101. Thank you for coming in and giving your story, man. I salute you, man.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yes.